real quick, because we've gotten so much support from so many local artists during the last 3 months of COVID. And Candy, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Candy.
Buenas, how's today?
And so, I mean, this has been a guy that we say, hey, we need a song, it's done, you know what I mean? And so many artists.
Automatic.
I mean, really, guys, you guys have really helped people get through this COVID. We were down in the dumps in a dark place, and guys like you and the Dolls and Joe Guam, and now I got to mention everybody because if I don't,
we had no gigs and plenty of time to practice, so a lot of rehearsal time.
What was that like, Candy? Because you saw it where people were a captive audience. Everyone was just tuned into social media.
Man,
I mean, everyone's views were up.
TikTok expert, and everyone's lives was going off. I had so much opportunities to watch other musicians' lives. Usually when you're gigging, you don't have time to go check out your fellow musicians or whatever. But then now you have time to go watch them and support their lives or share or whatever. Like, that was majority of my time was just killing time learning new songs and writing. And
isn't that weird, Candy, that we had this pandemic that drove us apart in so many ways, but in so many other ways we got closer?
Yeah, it's weird. We just needed to take a pause for the cause, and just kind of like reflect on ourselves, kind of deal.
Yeah. So what's the word? I mean, we heard over the weekend bars going to reopening.
So
have you gotten?
As it looks for me, I might not have that much gigs lined up, but I see a lot of guys already getting their gigs lined up, and I just wanted to say one thing, man. When this whole thing started, everyone was displaced, but as a musician, there's no fallback, there's no insurance. If you don't have a gig, you're just like a person working at a bar, you're out of work, so. And I was excited to hear all of this, that we're going back into it and the bars are opening. It's probably not going to be the same. Who knows?
Right.
But if you're a patron or just a music lover, go out and support your local musicians, man. And I encourage everyone to put a tip jar out there because I know a lot of us were hurting throughout this whole thing.
Candy, did you apply for the unemployment? Because you guys are employed as musicians gigging, and so there's a self-certify option.
Man, no, I didn't. I actually, interestingly enough, I applied for a grant. There was an artist relief grant,
right?
And they gave out it was about $5,000. So that
was with
me out.
Kaha, right?
No, it's not through Kaha. This is something totally different that I had found through my friend. My friend Beauty Camacho had forwarded it to me, and I in turn tried to spread the word as well to other fellow musicians. Not everyone got it, but I applied and I got it, and that really helped me out.
Good, yeah. So I know Humanities Council was doing an artist grant.
I might just go and apply for that too, know.
Yeah. But definitely you should try applying for the PUA.
What is it?
The Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program.
Oh, yeah. I heard there's one. I heard there's one. If you didn't file 2017, 2018, you can apply for it. But then I saw my friend, he applied for it, and the child support kid, I was like, okay.
You're talking about the EIP. Yeah.
Well, I just heard about this news about the bars opening, and as excited as I am, you just have to, like, if you understand the night scene like I do, and I've been around this thing for like half my life or whatever. I don't know, man. It's still kind of shaky, Are you really going to practice social distancing when you hear a band go live and, you know what I'm saying? What if you want to dance, or whatever, like, I don't know. When you're saying about the whole pool, like playing pool, like at a bar, I'm not against it. I'm just saying it's kind of,
No, we got to figure it out, Candy, right? And then dancing from 6 feet away, I don't really like that because that gives a really good opportunity for the partner to really look at your moves. I mean, I thrive up close. Like, you can't see much up close.
Yeah, that's true.
6 feet away, they're like, no, what have you been doing?
But yeah, I felt like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you in your interview this morning, but when I heard you guys talking about the bars opening, I just felt I had to assert myself because, man, no one's really, I don't know if any musicians have really spoken out, and like, we took a big hit,
right,
it's crazy, like, if you don't if some people, this is all they do. We don't have some of us don't have full-time jobs and stuff
Right.
like that. So, I mean, unfortunately, I'm a vet. I'm covered. I get a monthly stimulus check every month. But a lot of us weren't so fortunate. So I just wanted to add that. Like, if you guys get a chance to go, yeah, of course, practice social distancing, but go and show support for your local musicians.
Right on.
Like,
Thank you for that, Candy. And hey, local
Yeah.
musicians out there, keep us posted if you're going to start gigging. Let us know. We'll get the word out for you guys. Show a little support.
It is graduation season, so you'll be seeing a lot of the gigs picking up in that side. So,
All right.
Okay.
Well,
all right,
thanks,
you guys have a good
Candy.
morning.
Take care.
Thank you. Wash your hands, buddy.
Always. All right. Stop.
Okay, stop.
Bye.
7:39. Yeah, Jay.
Okay, I just wanted to add something. I wasn't going to say this when Candy was on because he's been a good friend of ours, as you said, Bree, for many, many years. And we've always known him. He's a very hard worker. He's played in the local sports community. He's a really good football player. He is a vet. As soon as he finished his active service, he was in the reserve for a number of years. I haven't seen the guy in a while. My mom and I actually ordered Grab and Grub the other day. This big guy gets out of the car. He's like, "Hey, Jace." I was like, "Oh, this is your side hustle." He's doing that too, and because the life of a musician, you do it for the passion and the love and for the creativity and and to entertain others and make people happy.
Well, yeah,
but
you definitely don't do it for the pay.
yeah, that is not a vocation that's going to allow you to retire in 5 years and everything like that, unless you land some major record deal. So, and local performers, you get those gigs. They can be very ephemeral. They come and go. You're typically not covered by health insurance and everything like that. So but that community is doing what they can to get by, and so they're doing these other jobs, and they're being positive.
But and through it all, they're still making music. I mean, we've had so many great submissions for Stay Home Live Local Fridays, and they've done all the lives, like Candy said. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back with former delegate Robert Underwood to kind of go in on this big news here that came out over the weekend as the House Ethics Committee has established a subcommittee to investigate our delegate. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts, and we'll talk about it next right here on the KUAM News Takeover, Guam's favorite containing COVID.
Are you tired?